2:52. And Jesus grew in wisdom and stature, in favor with man and in favor with God. Only one place in the entire Bible does it mention the Son of God as a teenager. Luke tells us of Jesus' life as a child in the first 2 chapters of Luke's Gospel, leading up to verse 52, and immediately proceeds to jump to Christ as an adult. As a young adult myself, addressing a body of some of the brightest young adults in this nation, I can think of no better place than to gather my thoughts than in this piece of scripture. This verse transcends the binds of religion because it digs at the core of what is learned and discovered by delegates at this conference. And so regardless of your spiritual convictions, I implore you to hear me out. This week, you have grown in wisdom. As you arrived at the Conference on National Affairs, you came with an acute knowledge of a proposal which you had scrutinized, researched, and painstakingly crafted. But as you moved from committee to committee, you were presented with an array of new ideas and proposals. Ones that were infuriating, ones that were heartwarming, and ones that inspired. It feels as if overnight you have acquired a plethora of new opinions, and it is now up to you to weather the storm of criticism and resistance that you will encounter about these beliefs. But as you fight partisan rhetoric and opposition, remember that the wisdom you gained is the tool you must use to reach across the aisle and achieve compromise. For the actions of a few can change the opinion of the masses. This week, you have grown in stature. By raising your placard, giving an intense speech, and opening up to criticism on your own proposal, you have gained the needed confidence to continue to speak up and stand out once you are back in your own communities and states. Do you remember the swell of spirit fingers sweeping across Heaton? Let that memory serve to motivate your daily actions. Let your newfound certainty lead you to take the promises you made to yourself while you were on this mountain and exceed them tenfold. Although our time here must come to a close, we look ahead with assuredness and determination because we know that we have grown immeasurably as individuals. This week, you have grown in favor with man. Far more important than the speeches and proposals are the connections that you've made with each other. Take a moment, look around. These are the future doctors and lawyers and thinkers and innovators and believers of our generation. And one day you will be able to look back at your time on this mountain and remember that this is where it all started. As much as I hope that you have gained new opinions and new convictions that you will hold tight to, I find it prudent that you cling even tighter to the people that you have shared in this experience with. These people will be your greatest friends and your closest allies. And much like the roots of the trees right outside our windows that latch deep into the bedrock and soil, let these friendships ground you as you leave here and you continue to journey on your path. This week, most importantly, I hope you have grown with God. Whether you consider yourself religious or spiritual, I hope that you have felt that tug in your gut that tells you that there is something greater than yourself in this world. As I gathered my thoughts while looking out over this afternoon's plenary session, I could not help but be overwhelmed with a sense of pride. You may not be able to move this mountain closer to home, but you can move the social, political, and moral mountains of injustice in this world. I speak with full confidence that your Creator has a unique and innate plan for your life, and it is now up to you and only you to intentionally seek out that purpose and path as you leave. As you depart the Blue Ridge Assembly tonight or in the morning, I implore you to continue to grow in wisdom and stature, in favor with man and in favor with God, and I can assure that you will find your way on your path. Thank you. this delegate, from their very, very early years on the mountain, develop into a mature and eloquent young adult, full of fire and passion and drive. From cheering for him last year to watching him present in the CLC, I have full confidence in the passing of this gavel tonight. He is a role model to myself and to this entire conference. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me recognize your next PO from the great state of Louisiana.